wondering what comes to your mind when I say young black male?
Endangered species. Probably the primary reason that young black males are endangered species is because of the system that we're living in here in America.
Well, I think that they need help because to me, what I see about it is that the system has practically destroyed the black family structure. In California alone, with all the privately owned penitentiaries, they have a system I call legalized slavery. So the mother has all the responsibility of trying to discipline and show a child the right way. And it's very difficult for her. So consequently, the male, once he becomes a male, has a difficulty. He has no one to relate to. And the gap between the young and the old has widened. He has lost respect. And by the way the system is treating him and taking him out of the system, it's very sad. It's a very sad state. I'm an older man and I've seen quite a few changes in the system and I've watched it. And it's very, in the youth, I feel very, very, very sorry for them because they're lost. And not on their own accord, but they're lost.
I don't know, it's a lot of stuff, you know. We can be we're getting stronger. It's a lot more variety out there, you know. I'm mixed, so I'm from Puerto Rico. So it's good if we get educated, I guess, you know, because I'm been here now 5 years and a half, and we get stereotyped a lot, you know, and you kind of go with the flow, but you still have to struggle with that, even though they consider myself a Latino, San Latino, but my mom, she's black, you know, and we get stereotyped also in your family, of course, you know. It's kind of weird.
Countless of young black youths, males, as you put it, are incarcerated at a all-time high, on drugs at an on-time high, uneducated on an all-time high, disinformed on an all-time high, disenfranchised at a, all-time high. And of course, this system breeds that, so I guess it's the norm.
Young black male, oppression, prison complex, bad education, no hope. I think there's a lack of understanding of these young black males. They've been categorized as being losers, drug dealers and gangsters who walk around with saggy pants on, and no one has given them a snowball's chance in hell for trying to cope with this system. The system is the same as it was 400 years ago when we were in slavery, when they took a lot of the males and subjugated them and relegated them to a lower species and dehumanized them in front of their counterparts, their women. As children, they would beat them, castrate them, and then sometimes disembowel them or even skin them alive. So young black males today are a endangered species, sort of like the mountain gorilla in Cameroon and Congo. That's my opinion, of course.
Called by God here in America. It's a whole lot of things here that's not right for the black people, you know. I mean, we don't have no equal rights and justice, you know. We don't have no jobs. You got a lot of homeless people that's in the street. You have a lot of young women out here that are homeless in the streets, selling their body and cracked out all around the street, and nobody cares. Nobody do anything about it. The Mexicans getting all their higher position, and they hiring their own people. They ruling over us, and they're not giving us no opportunity. Something has to be done about this, you know, because if something is not being done, things is not getting easy. You know, you're gonna see more black people homeless in the street, you know, and we need to get up and, you know, unite, get together, and do something about this, because it's not getting better. I'm King David. That's my message.
We have to understand that it takes a man, a black man, and a black woman to raise a black child. It takes a village, and we need to get back to that type of mentality, back to our cultures and our traditions and our customs, the things which made us strong African people in the beginning. There was a time when we had a rites of passage for young men and young women to go through, but now we don't possess that any longer. Slavery robbed of us all our culture, our traditions, our custom. It robbed us of our mind. We're here in America today, we call ourselves African Americans, but yet we are dehumanized based on what we know of the genus 6. We are dehumanized based on what we know of James Byrd. We are dehumanized based on what we know of Devin Brown, or Devin Campbell, Donovan Brown, and the brothers who were shot multiple times by the police department and murdered by the clandestine organizations of the United States of America in Los Angeles, California. So until we can regain our mentality and our spiritual and our cultures and traditions, we're going to remain relegated to a dehumanized position here in America, and we will continue to suffer. As we've seen lately, they're hanging nooses around, and that's basically because the Constitution of the United States does not protect us. There's no due process of law for black men in this country, or black women as far as that's concerned. So we need to strengthen ourselves by changing our mindset. The Bible says what in Romans chapter 12, be ye transformed from the world, not conformed to it by the renewing of your mind. So until we can do that, we're going to remain dehumanized and continue to be treated as animals in this country, no matter what organizations we form or we gather together.
I think of my homeland, Africa. I think of listening to Burning Spirit. I think of reggae, ska, rocksteady, reggae music. I think of being two-tone, starting in schools, all learn that being black, and forget about stereotypes, and just grow your education, take you on far ways, no violence, protecting your black woman. Me protecting my black woman as being a black man.
Strong, being deprived of education, jail.
Young black male, I don't know. Street life, hip hop.
A dude who's very proud, maybe proud to a fault. Doesn't want to listen often. Can do it their own way if they try hard enough. Lacks the, what can I say, comfort to do anything, but can. Is looked down upon by not only people of other races, but his same race because of his age, which makes him hard. But also led to believe that it's best to do things by yourself when it's not. Also, downgrading women because that's what older blacks do, or some of the same age that are seen in the spotlight. Yeah, some don't seem as to know that education comes first. They believe money's first, but it depends on who it is. That's about it.
Young black male.
Mm-hmm.
I think soldier. I think untapped potential, misguided, intelligent, intellectual, full of life. I think my young homie Dion. Think of my young homie Miles. Think of Carl. Think of Ryan, Tyree. A whole bunch of just young homies.
For some reason, I'm seeing jackets. I don't know, big jackets. Yeah, I mean, I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is like a very urban, kind of urban atmosphere. Hats, backwards hats, baseball caps, jackets, throwbacks, jerseys, basketball, you know, tennis shoes, Nikes, hip hop. I don't know, dancing, boom boxes, chains, gold chains, different hairstyles, cornrows, designs in the hair, fades, barbershops.
I just think of a lot of elder black men who were once young black males who had mentored me and probably gave me a lot of the political
insight and leadership that I needed to change my life. So even when I think of young black males, I think of black elder males who provided leadership for me as a Filipino, because they recognize the importance of overcoming white supremacy in different ways. So I think the future, I think the present, I think the past, and I think of leadership.
Yeah, man, this is Conquering Lion. Black woman, you are an African queen, and you are so very sweet and so very nice. Black woman, and so very beautiful. Black woman, like the roses in the field. Black woman, and I would like to be walking with and beautiful African queen. You in all the African